Hello, it's the £1 Gamer again today, and today's the video of taking this apart. So it's a teardown of the Gamester 3-in-1 game changer for the Game Boy Advance SP. So yeah, what I want to do is have a look inside, see what it looks like inside, and see how easy it is to take down. So obviously you're going to have to take the Advance SP out. So by the looks of it, hopefully there's no screws. So as you can see in there, the switch. So by the looks of it, there's a screw right there. There's 4 external screws. So if I use one of these and take it apart, let's have a look. One. Luckily these aren't glued in. I'll put that back in. So what I'm going to do is leave the screws in the holes. I'm going to take the top off, and so that way they'll stay in place. Luckily they're not stripped or rusty. Right, so see if this comes off without using the card. Yeah, as you can see it does. So let's have a look inside. It's just a top. So let's have a look. As you can see, there are 3 separate game slots. So see if this will work. Game 1. So yeah, you can see how this works. It's game 2. Don't know if you can see that right now. And game 3. So connection was really well put in there. So I'm pretty sure that bit is just a stepper. So this is that clicking, and if I do the power switch, let's just see if I can take that part off, see how it works. These 2 screws, they should just hopefully just come off. If I can get to this part here, yeah, that's just a bit of felt tape, so it'll just be stuck down afterwards. And use my flathead screwdriver, and hopefully it will just come off. So hoping this is just a bracket, and yeah, it's just a bracket. So see if we can see the mechanism in working condition. So as you can see, it's just a big bit of plastic, and it all moves, so it's give it a bit of force, and it's just a little bit. So there's no springs, no nothing. See if you can see that this side. Yeah, you can see there's a pad right there for friction. So, and can take the connections, the cartridge connections off by the looks of it. I think they will be soldered on, so might be able to. I don't think I would want to. Let's see. So if I put this back on, so I don't lose it, because this doesn't need to come off to take the rest off. So these are very small screws, and I'm hoping I haven't stripped the holes. I think as you can see, these are very small screws, so I always want to put these back in the same holes they came out of, so that way if the screws are slightly different, it won't cause any damage in holes. So I'm not sure if I'll put that upside down or not. I think I may have put that upside down. Yeah. So line that up and put the bottom screw in first. This doesn't actually need to be taken out to take the motherboard out, or the main board. And hopefully see if I can put that screw in. And there you go. That's all back in. Try and do them as tight as possible, so yeah, that still works. Alright, so let's see if I can take this off. Alright. One, two. I'm guessing I'll have to take it off this way, so flip it over, because of the connection there. But looks all the connections are soldered into place, so I won't be able to disconnect any of the ports. And hopefully after these last two I will be able to lift it up. So these bottom two are slightly harder to undo, not hard, but a bit more force. So let's see. So take these out. I'm guessing these are all the same type of screws, but I'm going to keep them in the right spots anyway. Hopefully. Another one and another one. Okay, so Looks like that's the last one, obviously, except for those that I've just put back in. There's a screw right there, but I don't think I can get to those two screws, unfortunately. So if you wanted to repair this, as you can see right there, they are just soldered in. The pins are just resting against the plastic. Unfortunately, the two screws, there's one there and one right in there. I can't get to those. And see if I can. Now that board is can I take this out? Let's see. Don't think I can. Not without breaking it, I don't think. Okay, so unfortunately, that's the furthest I can go on this. So obviously, this connection is going to the game selector board, as you can see right here, and this the ribbon, and the ribbon down here is obviously used as the pass through for the connection from the Game Boy Advance. So and by the looks of it, the probably won't be able to see it, but I think the traces will be going from, obviously the traces will be going from these two, split into 3 parts. So what this will look like is, see if I can put these in. So these are actually a lot easier to put in without the shell on. With the shell on, it's if I do it right, with the shell on it's quite tight to put in, but yeah, they've made it into quite a small space, so this wouldn't have been able to be any lower unless they cut these parts off and I suppose just glued them in, but it works. So, and yeah, it works. You can get to the volume right there, it's not a parcel or anything like that. So like that, it's the other see-through, don't know if I just knocked the screws out of that, see-through part there, and had it like that, that would actually be quite good. So yeah, put this all back and see if it still works. Hopefully it does. So if we rebuild it, so stuff from the top, work our way around, I'll try and do them as tight as I can without, as soon as I feel some resistance I will stop turn them. So all the screws are going back in the original holes, so no new threads will be made. I'm guessing this one is just turning around. Okay, so it's simple and not much to go wrong. So I'm guessing, if not sure if it uses the proper cartridge slots, so if one goes wrong you can possibly swap it out for a damaged SP and use that in its place. So but the edges where the screws go in will need to be added, and plus the backwards compatibility with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color will be different from these where these aren't backwards compatible. So you may be able to just solder them back in, or do a bit of soldering work, or bend back the pins, because that will probably be the main. The pins, bent pins, will probably be the main issues with these not working. So for what's in here, it's actually got quite a bit of weight to it. Suppose if they put maybe a bit of metal inside, but then I think that would just make it a bit too heavy on one side. But put a metal block there and a metal block there and a little bit to counteract that. The weight of the slider, but I think it's just right actually. So slide this back on and boot it up, see if it works. 1, 2, 3. Luckily they're all Phillips screws, no special screws, no game screws, no game bits needed. And just make sure these are all tightened up, and let's see if it still works. Okay, so number 1. Number 2, as you can see, it's quite hard to put in with the full case on, but I mean it's not going to wobble around. Okay, so it's on number 1, so let's see. So this is, I'm guessing, X-Men. Yeah, that's X-Men. So do I need to power off? Let's see. Yes, I need to power off, because as soon as it's powered on, it stops it from moving. So let's see if number 2 works. This is top. So as soon as you power off, there's obviously a mechanism in there that slides into there, and let's see if that recognises it. So you've got the Nintendo, and yep, that works. And then slide down to number 3, which is, not sure what that is, I'm guessing that's Witch as well, should be Disney, and no, X-Men. Okay, so all that works, and yeah, it's already inside. So all you need is a Phillips, small Phillips precision screwdriver. So that's all for today, and hope you enjoyed. And that was the Game Boy Advance SP Gamester. So thank you for watching, and £1 Gamer out. Have a good day.